It's now time for the big story. So the People's National Party, PNP, has unveiled a 36-member shadow cabinet. It is led by President Mark Golding, and they are to provide oversight, hold the government accountable, and present alternative policies. The shadow cabinet is organized around four key pillars: economic development, human development, physical development, and governance. Notably, the shadow cabinet members serve without pay, and the team includes experienced leaders as well as new voices. This morning, we're joined by public commentator Mr. Michael Williams to give his own impression and assessment of this new shadow cabinet that was announced just yesterday. Good morning, Mr. Williams. Welcome to the program. How are you doing today, my brother?
Greetings, Richard B. I am very happy to be here on your program again, and I'm very good.
All right, so Michael, I'm glad to hear that. What is your general impression of the PNP's new shadow cabinet? Do you see it as a strong and effective team?
Yes, I think it will be. It's a very interesting shadow cabinet. The thing that jumped out quickly to me was the fact that crime has been done so good by the President Commissioner, and that they have moved the portfolio from Bunty. He's not the crime, he's not the security spokesperson anymore, and they have given it to Fitz Jackson.
Yes.
Who was a past spokesperson for national security, and recently he was the spokesperson for Portmore. And that is not an issue anymore either. So they have shifted that portfolio. But aside from that, it looks like they are going to try and be a strong and effective opposition, which is what the Jamaican people need.
To keep the government on its toes, so to speak. Are you
That's right.
Are you appreciative of the balance that apparently Mark Golding was trying to achieve, with experienced members blended in with younger emerging voices in the party?
Yes, that's very good. He has put two persons with Julian Robinson in the Ministry of Finance, because although Julian is the best person they have, aside from Mark Golding himself, who should have taken over that portfolio, Julian has two young, bright people with him in that to boost him and to guide him, because it can be a difficult portfolio if you don't have the right information at the right time.
Mm-hmm. Let's look at the what you might call strategic positioning. Do you think the assignments that were made reflect a clear strategy to sort of challenge the government on key national issues, or is it more about internal party politics?
Well, it shadows as much as possible, not exactly the way the government itself has structured their own cabinet. And the most powerful ministry still remains the Ministry of Economic Growth that the Prime Minister himself head. And he has put Bunton there to shadow that. So you could say that Bunton has the portfolio that will be the one that follows the Prime Minister around and make sure that the Prime Minister does everything in the right and proper way, which is giving Bunton a lot of things to say. Give him a lot of opportunities to talk.
Yes. And we know that Peter Bunting is definitely never afraid of challenging the Prime Minister on issues. So you're expecting that there will be some fireworks between the PM and his shadow in Peter Bunting?
Right. I'm expecting that he will be able to keep the Prime Minister right on his toes all the time.
Okay. From the,
which is a good thing. Which is a good thing.
Yes.
I think we definitely have a strong cabinet. But I want to tell you that I'm surprised that Mark Golan put the part in about not being paid as shadow cabinet, because they are handsomely paid as MPs, thanks to the wholeness government. Every one of them, the salary is way up there. So it's only the persons from the Senate who will have to continue practicing in their own professions and get the exposure, the junior ones, that won't get a salary. But every MP, and he has put a lot of MPs in the system to back up the spokesperson. If you look at their shadow cabinet for local government, for instance, the two MPs there are well paid.
Mm-hmm. So was it?
It's not really an exact statement to say that they are doing it for free.
Do you know what happened prior? Was there ever a time, even in our recent history, where shadow members of the shadow cabinet were being paid or given a stipend, as far as you know?
No, they are paid as members of parliament in their own right,
mm-hmm.
and it's a handsome salary.
Yes, millions.
Almost $18-19 million a year.
Right.
Because of the increases. So, because he has a big shadow cabinet, 28 members. All of them have been named to the shadow cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone.
And what of the senators? Just go through that for me now. Mm-hmm.
Senators are not paid, but senators, they are none of the senators are appointed as specific spokespersons. It's all the MPs, and some of the MPs are back up for the actual spokesperson. If you look at I don't have it in front of me now because it's in the same phone that
yes, I understand.
I'm speaking on, but quite a few MPs are back up to the main spokespersons.
Yes, I do have the list at hand, and at the end of our conversation, the listeners can expect me to go through that list thoroughly.
Yes.
Now, from the standpoint of the Jamaican public, Michael, do you think that this shadow cabinet inspires confidence as a government in waiting?
Yes, based on.
Seems like we lost Michael there. Not sure what happened. And it will require a quick reconnect. And as soon as we have him, you will definitely know. Our time has moved on now to 15 minutes on the downside of 7 o'clock. I think we have Michael. Michael, are you there?
Yes. Did we get cut off?
Yes. I was just about to get your answer when something happened. But you were about to speak to the matter of the public perception. Does it inspire confidence as a government in waiting?
Yes. I think it's a pretty good effort on Mark Golan's part to try and match as much as possible where the government itself has announced a very big cabinet with lots of senators, and all of them, and the senators themselves, the persons who are the backup people, will be paid handsomely.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it is, when he said that his people are doing it for free, that is just the senators on his side or the people on his side who will not be paid because the Senate is not paid.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me ask you one final one this morning. What, apart from you mentioned Bunting, who will be shadowing the Prime Minister, so to speak, what other areas will you personally be watching closely to sort of measure how effective this shadow cabinet is in holding the government accountable?
Well, my pet peeve is education. And the education system has been dismal over the years. I think I mentioned this already, but I'll mention it again. In 2025, June, that's just gone here, only about 20% of the people who left high school can go to university because they passed they had the required passes. The rest of them get 1 and 2 subjects. And a lot of them are virtually illiterate. Almost 30% of the people leaving high school can't do not more than domestic work on construction or scamming. So I noticed that he has put support to Damon Crawford, who is the spokesperson, remains the spokesperson on education. Damon himself has been making a lot of noise, but he has not been effective. And I'm surprised that he left him there. But I guess for continuity, he put somebody there with him who is a strong person, so that person should be able to help him out, so to speak. And the person has been assigned for early childhood education, which is something good, in my opinion. So, overall, I believe that Damien will have another person who chats a lot, who will have good support in the early child education area, and he can make a good impact on the government.
All right. Well, I want to thank you this morning, Michael Williams, for coming on in your capacity as a public commentator to give your views on the newly appointed 36-member shadow cabinet appointed by opposition leader Mark Golding. Thanks for your thoughts this morning, and you have a wonderful day.
And thank you very much for having me. All the best to you.
To you too.